SVGs into Design Space, and we've worked with one. Now let's work with the basic scrapbook simple that you hear me talk about all the time, and that's this one. I'm going to click on it and bring it to the canvas, and we're going to understand what simples do for a minute. First of all, simples are basically a combination of photo mats and a sketch to help you know where to put your photos on your layout, on your scrapbook page. So assume you're starting with a blank 12 by 12, and then you're going to add a simple, then you're going to add photos, then you're going to add embellishments and titles, and ta-da, you end up with a layout. Okay? I tend to zoom out when I bring things in so you can see the full screen. Let's get you bigger, and let's zoom out one. Okay. When you bring a simple in, it's grouped. See it over here? So it will move around together. Group means that it will move around here on the screen. When I say make, it'll take it apart and put them onto mats. But here on the screen, I can move it around. Well, that's great, but I can't work with it. So I'm going to come up here and ungroup it, click off of it, and then I can move things around. So there is layout number 1, and here is layout number 2. I need to work with these a little bit. I put the sizes of the photos in my SVGs so that you can tell what you're going to need. You're going to want a 3x4 photo in vertical format and a vertical 4x6, and then 2 horizontals. Those tend to work well with swimming. It depends on how you took your photos. Let's say you are only vertical. You do not ever take any horizontal photos. I could be guilty of that. So this isn't really going to work for you. Well, all right, simply take this, and we're going to rotate that either by letting this little arrow show up, right? Now I have 2 horizontal photos, or I'm sorry, 2 vertical photos on this layout, and a vertical photo, vertical photo. So if that works better for you, good. That's what you're going to do. What I'm going to do now, though, is I don't want these sizes here. It's distracting. I don't need to cut them. I don't need Cricut to do anything with them. So what am I going to do? I've got some options. Again, these are grouped. Click on that little down, and you will see this is the layer with the sizing. Couple things. I can turn it off with this eyeball. That's easy. But maybe I want to know what that is later. I just don't need Cricut to do anything with it. Well, there is this brand new operation up here. Click on this down, and you will see guide. That just keeps them here. They're in red, nothing happens to them. Now we rotated those photos, so that looks a little bit weird. I'm going to go back so that they're not rotated all the time. Okay, so now that's not, when I send this to the cut screen, these guide numbers are not going to show up. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to come up to the operation and change it to guide. Okay, let's kind of figure out what we're going to do with these papers. Like, this is still looking like just some random squares. This is how I start to design my scrapbook layouts here in Design Space. I will go out and get a shape, and I'm going to bring in a square, and I'm going to change it to a 12 by 12. Whoops, not 212. Oh, that's going to make Design Space really, really mad. Hold on. It can do it, but it's going to be really mad because it's ginormous. 12 by 12. Okay? Let's make it a better color. Let's give it a blue. Now, this is going to be a 2-page layout, so I want 2 of those. I'm going to either duplicate, or I can copy and paste. Duplicate works great. But now it's covering everything up. So I'm going to click on this. I'm going to come up to arrange, and I'm going to say send it to the back. Now it's underneath. I'm going to do the same with this one. Arrange, send to back. The other thing I want you to notice is over here we've got the layers panel all in a tizzy. It's got exclamation points because if I click on that, it's going to say, whoa, your image is too large. I can't cut that. It's okay. I don't want Cricut to cut that. I'm not going to have her cut it. I just want to work with it. I just need to see what are my layouts going to look like. Okay. So this is going to go like this. I kind of put things in the middle. This is going to come down a little bit and I'm going to bring in the title. Well, let's bring in the title and see what it's going to look like. So I can go to upload and I'm going to bring in this title for now. Now, I brought these SVG, I created these SVGs with lots of options for you, and you're not going to need all the options, right? I am going to turn off what I don't want. First, I'm going to ungroup it, and then I'm going to start to get rid of things I don't need. I don't need that. Those are the instructions. I don't need this. I don't need that. Okay, good. This is what I want to use for my title. Well, is that going to work there? Let's see. Well, not really. See, it's kind of in the way. What can I do with it? Watch this. Let's flip that. Nope, that doesn't work. All right. So we're going to undo. Let's see if we kind of twist this a little and bring this over here. I think we're going to be good, right? Because that could go like that. That would work now. It's going to cover up a little bit. If I want, I can make this a little bit smaller. I'm in charge. And I could bring this down here. So I get to play with this and figure it all out here before I go ahead and work on it. Now remember, when I bring this in, this is not the one I've already fixed. Look over here. It's cut, 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 cut. That's not what I want. I want Cricut to draw that little boy, right? So I'm going to click on this and ungroup it. I'm going to click on the boy and I'm going to tell Cricut to draw it with a pen. And then I'm going to select that and this background layer and I'm going to tell Cricut to attach it. And now you're thinking, well, what happened to the rest? They're underneath. So I'm going to come up here to arrange and I'm going to send it to the back. And you think, well, now it's really gone. Well, it's under this blue layer. Click on you, arrange, and send you to the back. Phew! It's basically you're moving your papers around until you get what you want. Now, I want to show you a cute trick. These are double layered. Let's ungroup them. We've got a white, well, we're going to move you out of the way. We've got our white layer. These are a little bit bigger than our photo. We're saying a 4x6 photo. This is a little bit bigger than that, and it gives you room. It's going to give you a white frame around your photo. This is going to double mat it. What if you said, well, that's cool, but then I got to figure out where this is going to go, and I just got it all figured out. You could move you guys away, move you away, and you could attach those guys together if you want. I don't because I want different colors. But remember, what you see here is what you get. You don't need to do all these double layers if you don't want to. If you said, well, you know what, this is all great, but I don't want all this. I just want my photo mats and this title. That's all I want. I don't want the other mats. I don't want the other layers. I just want this. And that's what I want it to look like. before I'm ready to actually do some cutting, I need to get rid of the blue. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to get rid of these guys. And now those red exclamation points are gone. And I'm going to say make, and Cricut's going to, remember, this is where I talked to you about should we save it. For right this minute, I'm not going to. But generally, if you've worked on it for this long, you're going to want to save it. This is what's going to happen. There's photo mat, my title mat, the extra double mat for the back, my shadow layer of my title, and the letters for my title. If you decide you don't want any of these, you can turn off any layer you don't want to cut. You can make this be what you want. I want to take this one more step and show you one more complicated way, but it actually would make your layout easier to work with. Move you guys down here for now. Remember, we attached the drawing to that white layer. For a minute, I'm going to detach it because I want to do something with that white layer, and it won't be happy if I try and do it with the boy attached. I'm not going to move him. I'm just going to detach him for a minute. I'm now going to take this white layer, hold down Shift and this white layer, and I am going to come over here to combine, and I'm going to weld them. Holy moly. You're going to think that your boy disappeared. He didn't. He's just in the back. So I'm going to click on this and tell it send to back. There's my boy. I need to click on this now weld result and my boy and reattach. But look how easy this is to cut out. Send it to make. Watch how this is going to work. This white layer with the boy is right here. And I have my entire layout all connected. It's going to draw my boy on this shadow, which is telling me where to place my letters. This is telling me where to place my photos. If I want the extra shadow, the double matting to the photo, that's going to go behind it. I still can. This is where my letters are going to go. But this is, I don't have to worry about placement. I don't have to say, well, does this fit like this? Are they straight? Where does this go? It's all here. One cut of the mat, of this white mat, gives me my full scrapbook layout without worrying about sizing or measuring. Okay, that was a lot. Please ask questions if you have them. Watch this video, stop it, start it, pause it as you need to. You can download it and save it to your own device. And the beauty of this membership is you get to ask questions. Oh, if you are watching this video and you're not in the membership, make sure you let me know, because you can come on in. We'd love to have you. Super easy. All right? All right. Give it a shot. Talk to you soon.